So now we're doing what? A squash
This is
soup?
going to be a squash soup. You can use different squashes. You can also use a pumpkin if you want. We have this wonderful squash. It's actually left over from the Christmas root vegetables that we are right now baking in the oven. So I thought a squash soup is something fantastic.
Right.
This can go in the compost,
Yeah.
but also if you don't want to have a lot of little squash plants, which may happen in your
Yeah.
own compost, then just throw it in the garbage. Okay? So here, I'm going to peel the squash, and how this is peeled is very simple. This is actually not the best thing for a beginner. Go like this. Go down here. Peel it like that. Little sections. Okay? And then cut it in chunks. Same thing here. Always make sure you have a flat surface. Hold on to it. And that way you do not hurt yourself when you peel it like this, okay? Sometimes I have to turn it around. So, okay? So, and we'll come back when we have all this done, and then I'll show you how to do the squash soup.
Okay. What do we have here
It's
now?
on?
Yeah.
I took the squash,
Yeah.
just covered it in water, and cooked it until it is hopefully, yeah, soft.
Salt
Okay.
or salt or
Soft.
anything?
No, I didn't put any salt in it. It's
Just
fine
water?
the way it is.
Purified water?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we'll bring this over here
Yeah.
and we'll start cooking. Turn it on. Take some butter.
Okay.
Good chunk of butter. Okay. Onion. And in this case, I like the onion quite fine. And I'll take both halves. Onions always add a nice body to everything, right? This is a very good device. I've used it before. Right. And add it to here. It's always good when you do messy stuff like that to put gloves on.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Keeps the food a little more.
yeah. Two.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll deal with this and let it sweat the onion a little bit so it's kind of glassy appearance. Okay.
Doesn't take long, eh?
Yeah, let's just do that for a while and then come back. Good enough, the way it is.
Sweating
Okay.
nicely.
Yeah, very nicely.
Yeah.
So,
That was about 3 or 4 minutes.
yeah, not long.
Right.
Now, we'll add this to it.
I thought you would have pureed that or something. Or does it just fall apart?
after,
Oh,
after,
okay.
yeah. Here I have some very good beef stock that I make myself,
Right.
and then I can it in a pressure canner. Okay,
Yeah.
put some beef
What if
stock
you didn't
in
have
here.
that? You could,
Well, then
you
you'd
could buy
have
it?
to. I guess
OXO
they
or
sell it.
something?
I've never bought. No, don't use OXO. No, I hate to slam them. But better is Maggie. Is a little
Knorr?
better if you want. Yeah. Or
How
just
about Knorr?
water and salt.
Okay.
Knorr. Yeah, Knorr is good too. So that's what we have here. Now what we need is some salt, always, and some pepper in here. Okay. Some paprika. Okay. And some nutmeg.
Nutmeg always goes good with pumpkin
Yeah,
and stuff.
very
eh?
good with pumpkin. Also with potatoes, mashed potatoes. See, what you could do is I'll take this here and go like this. But I think we have to put it through the blender after. Okay. So we'll bring this up to a boil.
Yeah.
Doesn't need long at all. See here, I have some sour cream. If you like to have a look here, one of them has sour cream. This is almost used up, so I add that much to it. I use this here right away. As I said, our cooking is not TV cooking, really. A little flour, blend it together, make a paste. Oops, too temperamental here.
Sour cream with flour?
Sour cream is flour. A little more maybe. Just have a look. You don't want it gooey, but you want to have a nice creamy soup. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah. And when this is
This is
done.
boiling like crazy.
Yeah. Well, we have gas here, so that's quick, right? Look at it.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So now you take this, and always when you add flour to something, you have to bring it up to a boil for a minute or so in order to cook the flour. If the flour is not cooked, it tastes kind of, it tastes doughy, right? And you don't want that.
Like a dumpling.
Yeah, so here we have this. And the other thing we'll put in right away. See, I have some frozen dill here because we're in the middle of winter. We don't have fresh dill. Put some dill in there. Okay. Now what I do at this point, I cheat a little bit because my beef soup, I'm going to turn it off for a moment. My beef soup is not salted. So I'm going to use 1 soup cube from Knorr. It really gives it a nice taste. And just crumple it in there. Bring it to a boil. Okay.
Would you have done that if I didn't mention?
I
Yeah,
always
Knorr.
do it,
You
but
always do it?
sometimes I don't like to do it because I'm a purist. I like to just season with salt and pepper and and my own herbs, not with Knorr. But I think in this case it will give a good body to the whole thing, right? So now I'm gonna get my immersion blender. If you want to go back just a moment here, I'm just going to plug
Plugging
it
in the
here.
blender.
Yeah. And you have to keep it down. Don't lift it up.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were going to dump it through a blender.
Yeah,
Much
yeah, yeah. I
easier.
just saw the immersion blender over there. I thought this is much easier. We don't have to dirty so much stuff. But the real blender blends it much better than the immersion blender. But if you blend long enough, you get the same effect, right? Look what a wonderful looking soup this is. Right? And I'm going to dish it up. It tastes fantastic. I know it does. Just to show here. See? Well, this here still has some, but we don't want to waste so much time. This here should be totally smooth, which actually
nice.
is. Wait a moment. What you do is you take some whipped cream and you go like this, and you put some dill on top, and that's how you serve it at the table.
Very nice. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm going to eat that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.